So matter has properties, and they're divided into two kinds of properties. The first one is physical, and then the second one's called chemical. And it follows that you have physical changes and chemical changes. So what are physical properties? Physical properties are properties that do not involve changing the composition of a substance when measured. So if you measure the density of a substance, you won't change its chemical composition. So if you measure the density of water, it's still water. If you measure the melting point of ice or any other compound, it's still water, right? Boiling, the shape, the color, all of these are physical properties. Chemical properties and do involve changing the composition of a substance when measured. So if you want to know if a compound is reactive to acids, that means a chemical reaction will take place where now you actually get new substances. So reactivity, flammability, acidity, basicity, all of these, all of these indicate a change in the composition. And please pay attention to this word, very, very important word, which is react. The word react is crucial. Anytime you see the word react, it indicates the chemical properties of substance or of a substance. Now, it follows that you have physical and chemical changes. A physical change is a change in the form of matter, but not in the composition or chemical identity. So change of physical states are examples of physical changes. So if you melt ice or a solid, you bend a nail, you crumble a sheet of paper, you still have the same substance. If I cut a piece of paper in half and cut that in half and half and half and half, then it's still paper, cellulose, etc. If you bend a nail once, twice, three times, it's still made up of the same material. So that's what we mean by a physical change. So if you look here, water, when you melt it, goes from solid to liquid. You see how the intermolecular forces are now weaker. And then when you boil it, they become gas. It's still the same water molecules, and even if you go backwards. Now, chemical changes do involve, so I just want to actually write something here. So this is H2O, still H2O, and it's still H2O. Chemical changes or chemical reaction, they're a change in which one or more kinds of matter are transformed into new. Okay, this is the key word, new kind of matter or several new kinds of matter. So when the process of rusting of a nail, right? Rusting is a chemical change. Why? Because when you have iron, right? A nail is made out of iron. When it rusts, it actually becomes iron 3 oxide. So notice that we have a new substance. This is a completely different substance than this. This is an element, now that's a compound. See how everything ties in together? If you burn a sheet of paper, you now produced carbon dioxide, ash, etc. If you break water into hydrogen and oxygen, then that would mean this is a physical change.